everybody. Before we get into this afternoon's live or this early evening's live, I'd like to go over a few things that are going to be going on. If it's a low participation, I will just do this as a normal update, and I will do the live in an orderly fashion. We'll go over some news and notes. We'll go over the XRP technical analysis as it's having a pretty good day today, up better than 4.8%, breaking 47 cents as we're up about 22% on the week now, which is nice to see. We have a major partnership with the CME group that should help drive the price up, and we'll see some major levels if we break past that we could end up pushing up and out here and not have to have any further back test. So I'm going to do this as a regular update. If I see some back and forth, we'll continue this going longer. Otherwise, I'll just do this, you know, in a relatively, not a fast fashion, but just in a normal fashion. So we're going to keep this professional, we're going to keep this positive, we're going to keep this straightforward. David, welcome in. It's good to see you in here. Mo, good evening, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for 6 months plus with the XRP predictor. Trading with J-Ride, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year, or 2 years, with the XRP 589 Moon Badge. Chris Miles, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for 1 month plus with the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. That is my face superimposed on that, I kid you not. CJ2 Pilot, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army 6 months plus with the XP Predictor. Benjamin, welcome in. Dirty, welcome in. Jorge, good evening. Brad, Born, Tinkering, good evening. X-Raptor, Cruise Night, welcome in. Glad to see all of you in here as XRP is on a pivotal movement right now, and we could garner some of this team, and we could start pushing out. We've got the XRP Bitcoin pairing that we are much out ahead of, which I'm not sure where it went, but the XRP, oh, there it is, up 4.47% on the day, and that inverse head and shoulders seems to be playing out. Another reason to see that there could be some serious appreciation in regards to XRP versus Bitcoin. Jason, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the along with JW with the I Told You So badge. Thank you both for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. So as I was saying, with XRP, we'll go over the technical analysis, we'll go over some news and notes, and then I'll see what kind of back and forth we have, and then I'll decide how long I'm going to keep this going, and that's how I'm going to do it daily on the lives from now on. So I thank everybody for tuning in, and let's get into the intro. Good evening. 6:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Friday, July 12th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan, in an exciting day in the crypto market. Maybe not if you're a trader of anything other than XRP or XLM. XDC is also having a pretty good day, but XRP takes the cake today. The only thing doing better than XRP's price in general is its market cap up about 5.1% here on the day. Even the XRP Bitcoin pairing, when you look at it against Bitcoin, is up better than 4.6% on the day, up to the 819 sat level. So I'd like to welcome in the new members, and to the old members, I thank you for continuing to tune in. You are both equally as vital to this community. The older members allow us to build this community into what we have in front of us, but the newer members that have graced us with their presence today, it helps us grow this in another direction to add on to what we have, and we allow the many minds to come together, and we figure out a very good plan that we come up with, and we have some very good conversations here. Now with XRP up better than 5% on the day, it looks good here. The fact that it's broken over 47 cents. As everybody knows, I'm a long holder of XRP, and I refuse to sell. And now that it bounced off of 38 cents right here, well, 40 and a half, but it did come down to 38. Now that it bounced off of this all-time formation, now what we need to do is get past 48.6 cents so that we don't have to come back and retest these lower levels. If we get over 48.6 cents and XRP starts taking off here, the back test could be at higher levels now. This is the beauty of it. Now that we're pushed back across the cup and handle, now what we need to do is get back above this major resistance here, and that's at 48.6 cents. You break above that and hold, you will invalidate wave 5 correction as long as it stays over this. And then we can start pushing back up towards 60 cents. And I think that could be in the deck of cards, but we've got to get above 48.6 cents before I get ultra excited and ultra bullish. But right now it's a good sign we continue going up. The one thing that I was not too too thrilled about was we hadn't seen any kind of real volume breakout. And fortunately today, in a couple 2-hour candles, we absolutely seen some volume pouring. We had 8 million and 6.9 million come in. The last few candles haven't been much to note, but we have had a sustained run up now, and it very much could be 48.6 cents could be where we consolidate. Maybe it does push down and we consolidate in here before a breakout, or we can just come up here. If we do this, that's ultra bullish. If we end up on the top side of that resistance and end up using it as support, that's a very bullish pattern if we can get back to the top side. We had a beautiful come down here to the all-time pattern where we had to touch the uptrend that started in 2020 on support after a 27-month dump off from all-time highs. And we've been stuck in this consolidation ever since we went to the swing high and swing low. And we've been in this exact same rotation ever since. So now we're starting to try to pull up here. If we do pull up, the good thing about this is not just looking on this chart. We can look at, we were in a very big rising channel. When we fell out of this, we created that falling channel. We did create a falling channel. I know it's because of how I set this, it's a little hard to see, but we did create, and this was the shorter time frame we were talking about, but we did create, if you look down here, let me move this just so you can see. There's a falling channel in here. See, if you move this, you can see the falling channel that's formed in the shorter term. But we do know that this downtrending resistance is key. This is a very key area. And in order for XRP to break out of here, we really have to get above that area. And it's interesting when you actually start messing with the pattern, because you can manipulate it in many different ways, but it does seem to be pretty clear that it needs to come up and break that 48.6 cents. Like, if we just look at this realistically, we can manipulate however we want. That it might even be a tiny bit higher if we look at it from a wick perspective. But I do like around that 48.6 cent mark. Let me put this on properly. Practically like that. Maybe it is 49.5. Maybe it is going to have to break above that 49.5. But we know in the shorter term, we do have 48.6 as a big level. But I guess maybe 49.6 to confirm the break over, because you're always going to have that confirmation. And we have started what looks like a little bit of a falling channel here. And it started right after we came out of the rising channel. So we'll see. And let me just take this away so you can see. That's a little bit of a channel that's formed here. We've hit resistance twice. Now we've hit support 3 times on this, or 4 times now. So that's definitely something to watch. This is definitely something to watch. In the short term, resistance is 48.6. And then we're going to have to get over 50 cents and then 50 and a half, and we'll have to work our way up. But 48.6 cents is the nearest resistance out in front of us. And it's nice to see us at least rally up, because, yes, a lot of people are going to be waiting for further buying opportunities. You never know if you're ever going to get that opportunity further down. I thought it was a tremendous opportunity how it came back down and retested that uptrend. I thought it was an absolute spectacular opportunity there. And now the only question is does it come back down and have to retap? If it comes back down, the likelihood is it could come back down here to that maybe 36, 37 cents. But if we look at this, I mean, maybe that is the proper handle. Now, we also know that we had speculated here about what the actual proper handle was after we had that cup. And this is what we had come up with in the past. That's what I'm trying to illustrate to everybody if you weren't here before. So that was the handle we were in. We came down and created that falling channel below it. And now we're back within the handle. And now if we do push out and we play this true, we should come up here to around 60 cents. We have to first step, though, get past 48.6. It just has to happen. Mark, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for 3 months plus with the XRP Meteor. Janthony, welcome in, and I appreciate you being in your first month in Tom's Army with that emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. That is my face superimposed on that emoji badge. I kid you not. So I greatly appreciate that continued dedication. So That's the biggest problem we have here, folks, is we've got some work to do to get back up, but we also fell out of a very long, extended rising channel, which are bearish reversals, but now we came back down and tapped the 2020 uptrend. And this is also a 7 or 8 year support structure if you just take a look at it from the consolidation that started January of 2018. Angela, welcome in. Happy Friday to you, love, and thank you for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years with the XRB 589 Moon Badge. Donnie, welcome in. Messi, good evening. Jorge, ADA is okay too. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad, my friend. John Hall, welcome in. I hope you're having a blessed evening. John London, good evening, and thank you for continuing in Tom's Army. Well, I think that was the I told you so badge, but I could be wrong. That's at least over 1 year at minimum. So I really appreciate that continued support. I really, really, really do. As I appreciate everybody who's here on this Friday evening. Started a little early this evening. Wanted to get this done in a timely fashion. My son was hanging out. We were outside playing, and now he was in his room just kind of relaxing. So I figured I would do this while I had a chance. So I always come on here and try to give my due diligence. Whether or not 6 people unsubscribe from my channel or not, that's not going to get my emotions down. I'm going to stay just as positive, and I'm going to continue to inspire people to join my channel by my positivity and by doing the technical analysis day in and day out and bring you to the news and the notes. So I'm going to continue to stay positive. I'm going to be laser focused. I'm going to be laser focused. Loco, welcome in. Restodian, good evening. Long time no see. I'm glad to see you in here as well. I'm doing good, my friend. One of the oldest mods in here. I'm doing blessed, my friend. I'm very blessed. Very blessed. My son's been on the right track. He had his 5th birthday yesterday, so, you know, I can't complain. So XRP has entered the oversold in the 4 hourly, 3 hourlies in the oversold, 2 hourlies in the oversold. You know, so at some point we'll have a small correction, but it's really gonna depend on the fact, can we get above 48.6 or 48.5, 48.6 area, and can we hold that on the back test? If we can, we could invalidate the move down on wave 5 correction. That is the truth. We're going up or down. Well, just watch the analysis and you can come up with that conclusion. Because we don't know yet. If we get a rejection at 48.6 cents, we're definitely going to have to come back down a little bit. But we are teasing a bigger breakout. We don't have the volume in particular to help correlate a huge breakthrough to like 60 cents. But if we can get back above 48.6 and get a volume spike, that could open up the door. I am aware that we are entering pretty oversold now in some of the time frames. So I'll continue to watch this. I'm just being transparent with the charts. A lot of people do criticize me because they say that I'm never wrong, or I always say it's going up or down, or I'm never giving a, I'm not, it's not that I'm not giving a target. I'm showing you the inner workings of the pattern, and I don't know just as much as anybody else doesn't know. I thought we had a great chance to come down to that 38 cents. Even though it was below the 40.5, the numbers seem to suggest a technical move down, which it came down. And now the question we don't know is, did this create a double bottom here? If this created a double bottom and did this, well, yeah, absolutely, there's going to be some price appreciation. But if it comes around, we get rejected at 48.6, it could either bounce here, it could bounce here, or it could bounce here. So I don't know. And that's me being honest. I don't know. The volume seems to suggest it's going to be very tough, even if we make it up to 60 to get past it. But that's still a nice appreciation from where we're at. And I'm very happy. Every day XRP goes up, I make money. It's just that simple. I'm a long holder of XRP. I bought in below where it's at by a little bit. And every time it goes up, that's still a 26% move to 60 cents. Waters guy is saying around the new... Yeah, I don't know. I don't watch the Waters guy, so I couldn't confirm nor deny what he's saying. But as far as from his own analysis... But yeah, there's definitely a chance. There's definitely a chance, like August, September. We usually have runs in crypto in August and September. Sometimes it takes until after the pumpkins come out, as some of you know, in 22. But we have rallies towards the end of the year. That's not a joke. And Q3 going into Q4, it's usually a nice time for crypto, especially with the election coming up. So it's all about the interim. Long term, I know XRP is going to appreciate much higher than it is now. It's the short-term movements of, can we get an opportunity to expand our bags? Or for somebody who might not have took the plunge yet, Where is your opportunity? If it doesn't break above resistance, I hope it does. Yeah, Rustodian, that's the thing. If it doesn't break above, like we can all see on the market cap as well, this tells a big story. The market cap right now, that 26, and to get above the top resistance, 26.8 billion, we have to get above for this to feel exciting. Otherwise, we could definitely come back and double bottom, because oftentimes that's what happens. And you get that second volatile swing. Now, it would be nice for once for XRP to avoid that double bottom and start to appreciate week over week, month over month, and get us to where we want to go. But we really don't know. With the lawsuit not being settled, with absorbent amounts of Bitcoin still going to be put on the exchanges, I could see a big appreciation with the XRP Bitcoin pairing. Whether or not XRP follows suit, that only time will tell. Tanya, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge. I love seeing dedicated members that continue coming back in. Trading with J-Ride, not only in Tom's Army for over 2 years with the XRP 589 Moon badge, or the, 589 Moon badge. He also sends a $10 donation on this Friday. That's so incredibly generous. I can't even stress it enough how generous that is. It's been a tough month here as far as donations and things like that, or getting the word out in general about my station. So I continue to come in here. I'm going to be positive, and we're going to do this in an orderly fashion until nobody shows up, and then I'll still do it because I'm going to do the historical data for XRP and what's going on. Sean Crothers, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army. Well, not in Tom's Army, but thanks for being a mod here. But I appreciate you sticking around for several years, my main man from Maine. I did see a number of people drop off at Tom's Army, which, you know, it's a grind sometimes here. It's a grind. Messi, welcome in. Easy $100 by 2030. We'll see. I would not complain about that. I'd be a millionaire just on the 10,000 tokens alone that I hold. Even though I hold a little more than that, as you guys know. So, the XRP market cap, as we can see, it's up to about this major resistance level. And if we could get over this, it would be pretty interesting. Rustodian says, I've got a nice bit to put in, but I'm worried about buying if it might. But that course case looking like it might resolve soon. I might just buy it. Yeah, I mean, some people are going to miss out. Now, are you going to get an opportunity to double bottom? A lot of that's going to be decided at this $26.5, $27 billion mark for the XRP market cap and that 48.6 cent mark. That's the truth, everybody. The 48.6 cent mark and the, I want to give you the right number, 26.8 and 26.8 to 27 billion is where we need to get over for XRP. I think that would be the right guiding point. And if we could get over that market cap, we know we're appreciating. We can see the XRP Bitcoin pairings going off a little bit today at 5.36% to the 825 sat level. That's something that I'm very, very happy about because we've been talking about this for a very long time about how the reversal should be starting soon. Wow. Brandad, holy smokes. Thank you so much for that $49.99 donation. That's unbelievably generous. I don't even remember the last time I've had a total of $50 donated, let alone get it in one shot. Thank you so much for that, for Randy. I thank you so much for that. Unbelievable. Thank you so much for that. Jeffrey, thank you for being in Tom's Army for 6+ months with the XP Predictor. XRP looking good on its current uptrend. Going on up, slow is smooth, smooth is steady. Yes, sir, and it'll make your wallet happy. And you want the slow and steady wins the race. Right now, we're looking great. XRP's up 6.15% on the day. Who's mad? Or are you guys feeling a little bit inspired today? I know a lot of down days, and it gets a lot of people to not look. But look at it now. Up 6.1%. XLM's a great question because to me, Tanya, in this current rotation, XLM looks a little behind XRP. The fact XRP's pushing 48 cents, I would fully expect this to push, well, we got to push 9.4 at least, because that's our rejection points, right around 9.4 cents. Right around 9.4 cents is XLM. So does that mean we come up to it? Now, it would seem pretty apparent that we should follow XRP's coattails here. And that came down to 906. We pulled back up. Where are we at right now? 914. up about 2% on the day. And that's still got about 3% to the top side here for XLM to tap that resistance structure. And it looks like it's flagged out here. That looks like a flag is formed here. Am I crazy? Or are we seeing this for XLM? It looks like a little flag's formed here. Let's see. I love seeing everybody talking today. I love seeing the group. I see a lot of people I haven't seen in a while. It does bring a lot of people out of the woodwork when the price is going up, so I do like seeing that. Just always remember to stay dedicated to your craft while the prices are not going necessarily up. The biggest opportunities are made when the price was going down, and now everybody will show up. A lot more people will show back up to crypto or to XRP when it's going up, but remember how you got here. The opportunity was to buy at 38 cents in that rotation down, or 38.5. So we've got this, what looks like a bull flag here. If you're looking at XLM, everybody, do you see the bull flag? Out of curiosity, do you see the bull flag, yes or no? No idea how many people are here, and I'm not interested to know. I don't want to look at how many people are in here during the lives. Not at least until I get a bit farther through the live. Because even if it's positive or negative, I won't know. 100% Tanya said, sure does. Some others are saying, yep. I see this bull flag here, so I'll be right back. I gotta grab my phone real quick. All right, sorry about that, everybody. I wanted to get my phone, but that looks like a very intriguing setup for XLM. I'm just saying that looks intriguing for XLM, and we're going to target that right now. We're going to take a look to see exactly how far we think this can go. But XLM right now, to me, looks like there could be an opportunity set up. I'm not going to tell you how to do anything. The one thing that sucks about HOTCOIN is XLM is not in the perpetual future, so I can't even make a trade on this setup as far as the futures are going. But yeah, XDC's breaking out as well. And everybody knows when I told everybody I bought in, and now we're up on XDC as well. I had bought 40,000 tokens live on air. Like, I did that for a reason, so everybody could see me buying it. I didn't want to shy away from it, and I wanted everybody to see it. XRP, yeah, 486 or 487 mark. That's a great level. But with XLM, oh, did I delete that chart? What the heck happened? XLM is at a perfect spot right now. What the hell? Oh, here we go. But it's not in my, I must have accidentally hit that button. Let me, there we go. So now I just got to edit it and bring it back to the top. But I think XLM is hinting at a breakout here. We're hinting at a move up. That's a nice bull flag. I watch XLM very religiously. And honestly, that is a very, very, very... And now I put it above it. It's a very intriguing flag that's set up. And I seen some of you were responding. I'm sorry, I'm excited today too because B2 Gold's up to $3.05. Some of you bought that with me at $2.53. So it just... Some things are moving. A lot of the things we've talked about are starting to play out right now. The problem is when it's the time to buy, we struggle, right? And this isn't just our group. This isn't just any of you in the audience if this pertains to you. When the time to buy is there, many people can't pull the trigger. When they first see the rebound rally start happening, they have no problem pulling the trigger. XRP's up 6.2% on the day. 6.2 cents. And XLM right now Looks like it's setting up an attempted break up. And if this happens, this flagpole, well, I mean, that's the length in its entirety that you could expect it to break if it gets on top of this. And you're talking about 9.5 cents in totality. That doesn't look bad. That doesn't look bad. This doesn't look bad. It even came down and tapped the support. Now, I understand that mine is a little jank here. And maybe some people are like, I'm not going to fucking look at that with the way he has it. That's not even right. Well, I mean, it's perspective, folks. That looks like a bull flag to me. And now if we're looking at this, at least for me in the proper context, I would be looking at it just like this. I'd be looking at it just like this. You've got this uptrend formed. And we'll just do it with the trend line, ladies and gentlemen, apparently. We go back to the trend line. And then we've got this downtrending resistance here. I mean, look at this. We are very close to attempting a little bit of a push up here. And yeah, it's either going to go... I don't know, this looks pretty good here. This looks pretty good the way it's set up. XLM is due for a huge move. Even in comparison to XRP, this should, even if you're not comparing it to XRP, this should appreciate here. This should appreciate here. I'm looking at this hardcore. That looks like a nice move in the making. So, I kind of like to see what everybody says about this. Because it's right at the 9114. But with XRP being up 6%, actually it's at 912. Some exchanges are different. You know, it's always different on other exchanges. But right now, it looks like we're in a consolidatory phase, but it looks like we want to appreciate here. Now, if it was me, and you're like, well, Tom, what happens if it breaks down? Well, guess what? If you buy this right now, and let's just say you're doing a futures contract, you can't tell me you're selling it unless it breaks below this foundation. So forget that little uptrend right there. If you're going to trade this, you better trade it right. And I'm going to show you how to trade it right. And don't get scared. If you trade this, don't get scared. That's your stationary support. So if you're trading XLM right now, you have to be willing to hold it to that support line. That support line right now is 902. At 902, we'll just say it's a little higher than it is. At 91221, that's only about a 1% drop. Even on a $1,000 trade, that's $100. And yeah, nobody wants to lose $100, but you've got to be willing to hold. If you do a $100 10x trade, which is what I would do if I was able to with the group, if I found a spot that I felt appropriate, which we are in that consolidation. And I think XLM is worth a long hold. It's just you got to find your area. I'll never tell you where to buy it. The only thing I say with XRP, sub 40 cents, how you can't pass it up if you don't own it. That's why I couldn't understand the people that were fighting with me in the comments when we did that live when it was under 40 cents. People saying it's not a good buy here because it's going lower. A lot of people convinced. There was a day after that when people had gotten so bad, a couple days after, that I literally ended my live early because I didn't want that negativity. The grinders absolutely get the glory. Absolutely get the glory. So, from a show of hands, we've got... Oh, I'm surprised. I didn't know we had 90 people in here. 90 people in here. And make sure to hit that like button. 90 people. Do you think that XLM is going to go up right now? Do you think XRP... XLM is going to come up and appreciate out of this small bull flag? Because it looks like to me that's what it's trying to do. And the fact that XRP, you couple it, XRP is already up better than 6% on the day. XLM hasn't really had that big move yet. It's starting to move a little bit right now, but it has not had that big move. So, I like how that looks. So, if you're looking for an opportunity, look at XLM right there. Yeah, the XRP Bitcoin pairing, as we talked about, it looks like it did have a bottoming formation. It sure does, Tanner. We've been on top of that for a very long time. XDC, generally usually a little bit behind, but it's rotated perfectly off of what we thought. That's the inverse head and shoulders. We bought that inverse head. It was a beautiful buy at like that 256 level. And like I said, I didn't buy the bottom of the head, but I got a pretty darn good buy. And the appreciation factor's already been nice because it's already appreciated from down here. Or no, it was 2.6, I don't know, somewhere down here. But it's already appreciated some 10-12%. And I know a series of people had bought that with us as well. So I'm not mad about what's going on. The other one is DGB. DGB to me looks like, and ladies and gentlemen, look where DGB's at right now. Does that look like a nice W reversal? I'm just asking the audience here for DGB, while we're on the same page here, does this look like it might have bottomed here? And it could be setting out. Because I'm seeing the making inverse head and shoulders. I mean, I'm being serious right now. There's opportunity out the wazoo right now. The hourly's a little bearish, but that could, you know, could be more of like an inverted hammer setup. But what I'm seeing here with DGB is left arm, head, so which means it would have to come. It looks like it wants to reverse here. Ba-boom, 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 and out. Consolidate, out. That's what it looks like it wants to do. And then we'll be like boom, boom, boom. CRV, I'll have to take a look at that, Tanner. I haven't heard that name in a while. So that's DGB right there. That's DGB. And it looks like to me that it's trying to set up some appreciation. So it's not just XRP, XDC, or XLM, XDC. I see a very real case. But first, we already know, or maybe you don't because it's your first time here, DGB's got to get back above the 750. And right now that it's at 718, it is a little bit below that. So there is an opportunity there. Yeah, same. But with XLM, as we talked about, the best opportunity to try to take a ride here, and you would have to be patient, folks. If you want to take a ride here, the due diligence factor here is you want to get as close to this support. We've had 1, 2. This could be the third hit of support coming down. It's already had a few hits of resistance, including this most recent truck down. There was another hit of resistance here. So if it's me, I'm looking at a target at about 902. If I get the proper target at 902, I would probably take a shot here on a futures trade. Now, obviously, I can't do a copy trade, so it'd have to be through BITUNIX because it's not available through copy trading on HOTCOIN for some reason. So that's what I'm looking at there. And let's see. Bitcoin. Then we got a little bit of reading to do. Bitcoin's up 346 points to 57,674. Up about 0.58%. Some might strike that as a gravestone doji. Others might look at that as an inverted hammer. That is a very tough one. I can tell you though, Bitcoin needs to get over this 57,700 level and hold that to show big support. If it could hold that, if it would get over that, and it looks like a bull flag set up here already. On the drop down, we're teasing the pennant flag right now. And then it should help us appreciate that 60,456 mark. Unless we get beaten down by this resistance, then it could drag us down to 52,400 and maybe even 48,400 level. So that would be the big risk for Bitcoin if it can't get over in this rotation. It's the same risk with all of crypto. They're just as likely to pull down here on a M-topping reversal. As you can see, it's massive with Bitcoin, as they are to appreciate. Right now, Bitcoin, and I don't want to be the dick, but where Bitcoin's at right now, it's nothing more. That's a bear flag. I mean, we can all see this. It's whether or not we want to acknowledge it, but it's there. That's a bear flag. Unless it breaks up, that's telling us that we're coming to where I circled it. If not, it lower it to that 48,408. So that's why I don't necessarily know if this is just done. I still see the potential where it could do this to shake people out and also clear some of the relative strength of these assets. Because when I look at XRP right now, the relative strength is getting a little out of hand to the oversold. Or I mean overbought now because there was no real clear out. It would have been in our best interest to come up, come back down, do this, and then break out and do something like that. Instead, we've taken this up with no real consolidation, which means it's either going to keep riding it up or eventually, like 48.6 could be to where it does something like that. Like, that's why we don't know what's going to happen. But always, always, always add on to XRP. Buy XRP when it's sub 40. Like, there should be no question in your mind. None. It's such a good bargain, and so many people are talking shit about XRP. There's so many. I've never heard so many people. Never. But in my humble opinion, I still can't get it out of my head that now everything's starting to flip bullish. I'm hearing a lot of people get bullish. Man, oh man. It still looks like we should come back down. We don't have a bunch of volume coming in to support a huge, massive appreciation. It doesn't look like. But just because it doesn't look like it, we reserve the right. If it gets over 48.6, that absolutely could change our mind. Like I said during this whole run-up, I won't get excited until 48.6 cents falls. If that falls and gets breached and holds, I'll be very happy. Yeah, Jedi, that's a good rule to live by. And if it comes back below 40 cents right now, you should be targeting 36.7 to 37.4 cent area. So, but it'll wake up at some point. The one big message I gave a lot of people in 21 when we sold at $1.66 after having an average of 47 cents is I started March of 21. Never missed a day, by the way, which I'm very honored and I'm blessed, and I also really do hold that as a badge of honor. But I told everybody by the time we made it back around, most people would not be in crypto anymore. Most people wouldn't want to buy XRP. Syrian, thank you so much for not only being in Tom's Army for your first month with the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens and being a mod, but also sending a $9.99 donation. What a beautifully generous audience this evening. You've equaled my entire week, if not more, in this one live of donations. I'm not even joking. You just never know when it's going to come in. I always encourage everybody to join Tom's Army when XRP's having an up day. If you were watching and if I was any small part of you buying in at 38 or 39 cents and you want to show some appreciation, I would love to see more members of Tom's Army. Forget all of that though. If you only have enough funds, don't spend them on me. If you've only got enough funds to trade and you're sitting there saying, well, how the hell do I trade XRP? Look in the video description below of this, or the video description of this video below. Look at BITUNIX, which has the lowest spot and leverage trading fees in the USA. And you can also trade it worldwide. I just can't speak for the rest of the world on trading fees because I only live in the USA. But make sure you download the exchange. Click on the link. Make it available. Copy trading will be there later this month. So I'm very happy about that. And if you're looking to copy trade me now, you want the XRP Bitcoin pairing, you're mad because MEXC isn't available as I am because they completely turned their back as I warned everybody they would on the USA. There's HOTCOIN. You can also copy trade me there. They have the XRP Bitcoin pairing. Hint, hint, wink, wink of how I was able to transfer it somewhere else. And they also have IOTA. They have IOTA X, which IOTA right now is only up 1.09% on the day. But that is something that I targeted on a drop, and stupidly me, I waited for 12.6 cents, and everybody knows I have that $1,000 or $1,300 sitting there for IOTA. And what did I do? I fucked it up on that first drop. So now I gotta sit here and see if it comes all the way up here to 18 cents and gets rejected, if it comes all the way up there. So I swapped 5,000 XRP into Harmony 1 because I got bored and thought it was going up. It didn't, haha, hopefully. That's the hardest part because you sell out of XRP and now all of a sudden you sit here and XRP's up 6%. Now, one thing we've become very accustomed to, and right now, fortunately, it's not just XRP running, but you're going to find it very hard pressed to find something that's moved 6%. Now, ADA has had a good day. I know somebody else mentioned it, which is why I came over here. It's up 4.4% on the day. It should be targeting 44 cents. As long as we don't cap any upside here at 42, if you see ADA over 42, it should be coming up to 44.2. That's a big pivot layer. Huge pivot layer, which is why it's on my screen. If it gets above that, we can run. If it stays below that, it could be a problem. Now, it's a nice double bottom here. So I'd like to see how this plays out in the weekly to continue. But this weekly was not a failure candle. This was actually a decent candle here. So pay attention to that if you're watching ADA. That 42-cent mark is big. And if you're in B2... Okay, here's the other thing that I always say. If you've been watching me for weeks, months, talking about B2 Gold, and now all of a sudden you're ready, your jollies are getting ready to buy, hold your horses, people. Because I will tell you flat out, had I have not bought at 253, I would not be buying it at 303. Not because I don't think it's going to appreciate, because I think it's going to a lot, but it's because with this current move up now, I think you're going to get a nice back test at $2.86. How often do we see no back test after a pattern breakout, after consolidation? Hardly ever. And that could mean that it comes all the way to 340, but I doubt it because we're so oversold in the 4-hourly. This is where they trap people for liquidity. 4-hourly, 3-hourly, 2-hour is completely oversold in a huge way. We don't usually push these levels on B2 Gold oversold. Hourly is more oversold than I've seen in a very long time. 45, 30, and what I'm trying to say here is it looks great right now. But eventually, as much as I want to say it's going to go up 10,000% now because I own a lot of shares, I think that we're going to have some consolidation here to start probably early to mid next week. And we should find ourselves at $2.84. And I'm going to tell you right now, if it comes down to 284 and you see it showing signs of holding, it could be the last time for a very long time you see B2 Gold under $3. I've been talking about this little boy, or this little lady, for a very long time. I even showed this inverse head and shoulders why we bought at 253 because we thought this was an inverse right arm down here. It ended up coming to 250. So it was a great buy. But now, I'm looking to expand the buy because when it backtests the inverse head and shoulders breakout, I know what this means. If we come down for this proper liquidity, look out, Sally. Already have the W reversal. Already could backtest. And then you break out here. Your next layer, if it can successfully hold this 284, if it happens, garner the liquidity, boom, 350. That's a whole dollar appreciation from there. Not to mention I have a call option. I believe it's $600 to $700 worth for the price to appreciate the $3.50 before the end of January of 25. And I took those out a couple months ago when the price was at $2.58. To say the least, that's appreciated by a decent margin right now. By better than 40% right now. So, and gold. What a fucking fantastic week for gold. $2,410 to end the week. Some of you know that you bought in this program at 1800. Silver closing the week almost at 31, even though it was down 2.12%. I was trying to get the audience to buy that at $18, $19 an ounce. With profits from their crypto profits from 21. I got laughed at by a lot of people, but the ones who didn't laugh, ooh, baby. So, but yeah, that's what I got for all of the charts today. It's been 43 minutes. I think it's been a spectacular back and forth. And because it has been, I will do some reading here. And we'll continue to watch XLM during the slide. Remember where I said I wouldn't buy it at 9.3, whatever the hell it was at. I'd be looking at the fact that you're always looking for some consolidation before you buy. Now, is it going to come all the way down here? That's the problem. Is it going to come to 902? Who knows? Little inverted hammer here in the 45. So you've got to make a very educated decision. Consolidatory candle. But we'll see. We'll see. XGP, thanks for being in Tom's Zone for 3 months plus with the XP Meteor. And I love that you've been stacking gold and silver and you say because of me. Well, I might have been a small part of it, but at least you were able to take that step. The X-Spectre token, not as much as I should have looked into it, if I'm being honest. That's one that slipped my mind. I've had a weird couple months here, but that's no excuse. So XRP skyrockets 143% in key metric as price rallies. The XRP price has initiated a major rebound today. The coin appears to be breaking the shackles as it enters a bullish price zone. While the sentiment is shifting, XRP has also witnessed remarkable surge in one of the most crucial metrics. The trading volume of XRP per CoinGlass data has skyrocketed 143.81% today. It is currently at 2.02 billion, showing a huge rise in the trading activity for the coin. This surge in trading volume is seen across notable crypto exchanges. Binance leads the way with 622.13 million as BitGet and Bybit follow suit with 341.28 million and 402.46 million respectively. The rest of the trading activity comes from other prominent crypto trading platforms. This is a prominent sign for the brainchild of Ripple, as it shows increasing investor interest in the coin. The latest surge in trading activity has injected bullish momentum into the market. The price of XRP has soared 4.5% to 46.91 cents, and as of right now it's at 47.5 cents approximately. In the last 24 hours, and now it's up over 6%, as we know. Moreover, the market cap has risen by over 4.67% to 26.17. It's up around 26.5 billion, or better than 5.5% now. However, there are still some worrying signs amid this latest XRP price surge. The coin is currently trading below its 200 simple day moving average. Per the latest data from TradingView, consequently, XRP needs to reclaim this level in order to sustain its current rally in the coming days. Considering the rising trading activity and recent price surge, it appears that bulls can push XRP above this price level. While it may not act as a barrier in the short term, XRP is expected to break through it and enter a long-term bullish zone. Overall, the XRP price outlook is looking optimistic, and we may see further gains in the future. So really what we're looking for, if we can appreciate past 48.6 cents, it's ball game. We have game on. It would be game on, ladies and gentlemen. So I think with that, everybody, I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to go enjoy time with my son. I thank each and every one of you for tuning into this live. Have a blessed evening. I'm not going to overstay my welcome. I see a bunch of people left when I started talking about leaving. So I would rather go spend some time with my son here. And then I'll get back here nice, fresh, and rejuvenated tomorrow for the live. I look forward to seeing everybody. Have a blessed evening, everyone.